Chapter 33. When the Sky Split Open. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Psalm 91, verse 4. The road smeared past in streaks of green and gray, but James saw none of it. He wasn't chasing a car. He was chasing the shape of his world, breaking loose in front of him. Every nerve was lit. Every cell in his body screamed. The ute growled beneath him, rattling over dips in the bitumen, but he didn't care. He leaned forward like he could force the distance to shrink. His hands locked so tight around the wheel his skin had gone bloodless. Wind shoved hard against the windows, but the storm was inside him. Ruthie. Her name pounded in his chest like a second heartbeat, like thunder. Every second was sand slipping too fast through desperate hands. Every curve of the road a knife edge. Beside him, Naomi's eyes flicked between the road and the screen of her phone, lips moving in a trembling whisper.
Jesus, cover her. Shelter her under your wing. Please don't take her. Not now. Not like this.
They passed fence posts and power lines in a blur. A hawk lifted from the grass, wings stretching into the air, free, effortless, untouched by the violence below. Then, something unnatural on the horizon. A flicker of lights. James leaned forward, eyes narrowing. Red and blue lights, flashing, pulsing. The ute growled beneath him like a beast unleashed, shuddering with every push of his foot. Gravel exploded from beneath the tires, spit out in burning arcs that rattled against the undercarriage like gunfire. The lights ahead sharpened, red, blue, relentless. No longer a flicker. His chest was a furnace, his soul already screaming the prayer his mouth couldn't shape.
Please, God, please, just let me get to her. Let me get there in time.
The road surged like a wave before them, rising to swallow the sky, and as they crested it, everything snapped into clarity. 2. No, 3 police cars blocked the road, lights spinning in frantic pulses. And just ahead, a white sedan. There. Her. James's throat clamped shut. He choked on breath. His heart thundered so hard it drowned out everything else.
Ruthie!
He rasped, barely audible, as if her name could break through space, through time, through death itself. He mashed the pedal to the floor, but the ute was already stretched to its limit, engine screaming in protest. It couldn't go faster, not now, not when he needed it most. But nothing else existed, not the road, not the flashing lights. Only Ruthie. The white sedan jerked suddenly, veering off the gravel like a frightened animal. The turn was sharp, too sharp, wild, desperate. The tires screamed as they lost contact, skidding sideways in a blur of dust and fear. The rear of the car clipped the edge of the embankment, metal on rock, then lifted, weightless for one frozen, harrowing second. James watched, powerless, his scream still trapped in his lungs. And then, the car dropped. The rear end clipped the embankment. It lifted, suspended in the air for a single, silent breath. Then, impact. The car slammed down like judgment. Metal crunched and screamed. Earth split. Glass burst into the sky like shrapnel from a bomb. Time didn't slow. It broke. James's scream exploded from a place beyond his body. He didn't break, didn't blink, didn't breathe. The ute careened across the gravel. Naomi shrieked as it skidded, tail swinging like a whip. James jerked the wheel, slammed the brakes, threw the gear into park before the engine had even stopped growling. He was out the door in a heartbeat. Running. Every step pounded like thunder through his body. Every breath was fire. His boots struck dirt, then gravel, then metal fragments. He dodged an officer's outstretched hand, shoved past another yelling something he didn't register. His world narrowed to one twisted, crumpled shell of a car. He dropped to his knees beside the wreck, hands scraping on metal and glass. And there, inside, Ruthie. She was crumpled like a discarded doll. Blood streaked across her temple, hair tangled and dark. Her face, barely recognizable beneath bruises and swelling. One arm was twisted at an unnatural angle, fingers curled like a child in sleep. But this wasn't sleep. This was death, knocking at the door.
No! Please, no!
James reached into the mangled frame, the edge cutting into his arm, uncaring. His hand found hers, cold, motionless, too still.
God, please don't take her.
He pressed his forehead against the buckled window frame.
I can't lose her.
The words cracked open his chest. Tears broke free, hot and helpless, tracing lines down his cheeks as he clutched her fingers. Then, a flicker, a twitch beneath his hand. He froze. Her fingers jerked again, then stilled, then moved, deliberate, faint. Her lashes fluttered, not open, not yet, but alive.
Ruthie,
He choked, inching closer.
I'm here. I've got you.
Her eyelids dragged open, heavy as iron. Dust and blood caked her lashes. Her eyes searched, unfocused, then found him.
James,
It was barely a sound.
my angel.
He almost collapsed. Her hand, shaking, brushed his cheek.
I love you.
She breathed, a ghost of a whisper. And then she exhaled, and everything stilled. Her hand slipped from his, her head slumped. Gone.
Ruthie?
His voice cracked the sky. He gripped her hand, her shoulder, her face.
No, please stay with me. Breathe. You have to breathe.
Rough hands pulled at him. Sir, a paramedic barked. We need access. He didn't move, couldn't. Then Naomi was behind him, tugging him gently.
James, let them help.
His body obeyed before his mind did. He stumbled back, hands bloodied, vision blurred. Paramedics surged into the space, oxygen masks, trauma shears, muttered orders. A blur of urgent movement. Pulse faint, but she's still with us. James dropped where he stood, breath catching, rib cage aching. Then, another voice, but not hers. Dylan. Dragged from the front seat of the car by police, his shirt soaked in blood, not dead, cursing, spitting, screaming, alive, still breathing after everything. James turned. His fury was wildfire. He charged. Officers leapt between them.
Sir, stand down.
He thrashed, fists swinging. Grief made him blind.
James,
Naomi saw what was happening and ran towards James. Her arms wrapped around him, pulling him back from the edge.
don't lose yourself, James. Ruthie needs you.
He stopped and collapsed before looking over at Ruthie. They were lifting Ruthie now, her body wrapped, oxygen pressed to her face. Her chest, moving, still here. He stepped forward.
I'm going with her.
He said as a demand, not a request. The paramedic nodded. James climbed into the ambulance, barely fitting between the stretcher and the wall. He reached for her hand, so fragile, still trembling.
I've got you.
He said. And then, her thumb. It pressed weakly into his palm. That was everything to him in that moment. The doors slammed shut. The sirens howled. And as the ambulance tore into the distance, James bowed his head beside her and breathed a single shattered prayer.
Thank you, God.
Thank you for listening to this chapter of Healing on the Land. If this story has touched your heart, I'd love for you to come join me for the next chapter. You can find it here on this channel. If you'd like to support more Christian storytelling, you can purchase the full book or make a donation using the link in the description. Your support, no matter the size, helps us to continue writing stories of faith, healing, and hope. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.